Hey people, I am live. Welcome to the Monday evening stream. It's 5:30, April the 7th. I think it's about 6 degrees outside, Celsius. And I'm in East York. We're looking at the entrance to Thorncliffe Park. So I'm pretty far from home right now. We're going to make our way back into downtown from the wilds of East York. Hey, hello Vivian Johnson, welcome. And Kyle Walker, Sandy S, hello, hello. Alan K, Jem and Co, Sebastian, Craig O'Connor, Zach the Transit Enthusiast, and Zingaman, hello. Good to have you. Hello Lena Sandoval. What's up, Alex Oliveira? And Yvonne Atherton. Got Daniel also here. Good to see you, Daniel. We're a fair ways from home, not too far. I mean, I've definitely been farther away than this. Hey, funny dog, your tennis club is here. Hey Jenny, glad you could make it. What do we see behind all these trees here? Look at that. It looks mythical or something. Looks like the destination of a long quest. Hey, I like to walk. Sam Monies. Chris Mills watching from Mexico. Two Tucks, hello. It's an awesome view behind all those trees, but I think in another couple of minutes we'll have an unobstructed view there. So I'm going to walk over this big bridge up ahead, the Leaside Bridge. That's pretty much the main reason why I ever come out this way, is just to check out the view from the bridge. And maybe record a video. If I'm in the neighborhood, why not, right? Hey, Capelam and Sam, hello. YouTube. Welcome Donkey Balls and Jillian Felix. It's not too bad, YouTube. It's a bit on the cool side, right? There's a bit of a chilly breeze blowing, but all in all, it's not too bad. I'm just wearing a hoodie with my flannel shirt. I feel quite comfortable. Alright, here comes the big reveal. I've shown this before, but I don't get here all that often. I think the fall colors were in effect last time I walked through here. There she is. Hey, Randy Roberts. Trans Canada, hello. And look, they're constructing a new bridge for the subway. The subway line will go right over here, parallel to this bridge. So, let's see, they have construction on that side and construction on the other side. So if you jump ahead a few years, maybe this will have an awesome view of another bridge with the skyline also. Hopefully the bridge doesn't sort of block out part of the skyline view from here. That would be a drag. You'd have to ride the subway to see the view then. At least you can still see it from the subway if you can't see it from here anymore. I guess we'll find out. Hey, Cactus Steve and Randy Ruck. Yeah, the Ontario line, or Line 3 as it will be called, will go right across here. A big bridge will go woof, right over the Don Valley. So it's obviously an above ground subway line through this stretch. It does go underground though once you go into Pape Village. Funny Dog, yeah, I might go there as well since we're in the area. Check out a couple of awesome views. Hey, Whitby dude. You can see that the one is dominating that Yorkville skyline now. You have the financial district there. It's partially hidden, but you can make out the biggest office buildings. And of course, the tower. Get to the tower. Hey, Hunter Stewart, hello. Jennifer Haley, Dog Mama. Howard Charco. Thorncliffe Park apartment buildings on that side. The skyline will start to disappear as we walk over the bridge. It'll go behind all the trees. Hey, John Nicholson, hello. It's a long way down too. It'll take years. Well, the subway line is slated to open in 8 years, so hopefully it won't take much more than that. Hey, Gertish, hello. Eileen Dover. Hey, Mark 311. Yeah, I know, right, Alan? Maybe they'll surprise us. Check out the traffic. El Trafico. Hey, Murphy D, hello. That's a pretty awesome shot right there. And up there is Yonge and Eglinton. Speaking of the Eglinton crosstown, the other transit line that we're waiting upon. It's way overdue, but make out Strides Land over there. Hey, Nav and Dat 350, have a great stream. Thank you very kindly, Nav and Dat. And thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I think this will be a pretty fun stream as we make our way towards downtown, towards all that. Cheers, Nav and Dat. And Mike Landry, $3. Good evening, Ken. Hello, Mike. Thank you also for the super chat. Much appreciated. Nav and Dat and Mike Landry, thank you so much. Dixon Cider and Not a Bot. Alright, we're going to be leaving behind this view in a moment. Just take it in a bit more. When all the trees are green, this looks a lot nicer. But when the leaves are off the trees, it doesn't block as much of the view. Especially from the Chester Hill Lookout. If we head there, we'll get a better view now without the leaves on the trees. That one is a bit more blocked. Hey, Ida, hello. We're looking down at the Don Valley Parkway, the Lower Don River. The Bloor Yorkville skyline now is all we can see. John O'Meara, hello. Good job with the multitasking. And hey, Rob, £5 super chat. Thank you very kindly, Rob. Watching from across the pond. Always awesome when you can catch the stream, Rob. Cheers. Thank you so much, Rob. Thank you. Don't drop it, Ken. Don't drop it. Hey, intruder alert, Captain. And Mercury X. Yeah, April always has some cold days. Winter is always just hanging on for dear life for some reason. I can't just pack up and take a vacation, you know, until we're pretty much through with April. It's like, okay, winter, just, why don't you just, you know, take a load off. You're done for now. Hey, Cynthia Sunflowers, hello. Famous Master 2000, what's up? Todd Boothby. Yeah, it's crazy how much it's grown. And it's still growing. All right, later, traffic people. I hope you enjoy your commute. Hey, Stephen A. Fish, I'm doing good. I took a walk through Pape Village before I started the stream and was recording a video through there, and I couldn't believe my eyes. I knew that the new subway line was impacting Pape Village in a negative way, right? I mean, that happens oftentimes. Businesses are affected and all that sort of thing, but I couldn't believe what Pape Village looks like now. I'm still a bit, well, I'm pissed off, to be honest, about it. I was like, what? There has to be a better way to build a subway line without destroying a vibrant retail strip. But anyway, that'll be coming up in a video in the next couple of days. Hey, thank you, Famous Master. Hey, Carol L.E., hello. Alright, so now we're in some quiet residential neighborhoods here. We're still in East York. Hey, No Clue, hello. You used to live here, Stephen? Hello, Elena. think it's going to get colder as the evening progresses. It's going to go below 0 in the overnight low tonight. Alright, so here's where Pape Avenue sort of begins right here. But I won't go down there because I literally just recorded a video walking along Pape, as you'll see. Oh no, Jenny. Hopefully we don't see any more of that. Although I wouldn't doubt we won't see any more of that, at least once. It's funny how winter hangs on for dear life, you know, for the last couple of weeks before it finally relents. Oh, is that right, Stephen? 1976 was a good year. Hey, Neville, hello. Brent. Hey, Tiana. All right, I see O'Connor Drive. Hey, welcome, Megan Alyssa. It was a pleasure. We missed the cool views from the Leaside Bridge, but we're going to head to more cool views. Jefferson, hello. All right, we're going to go this way. Eventually make our way onto Broadview. It'll get a bit more interesting once we get onto Broadview. The Taylor Cemetery. It's just quite a small little cemetery here beside this church. It's not too windy today, thankfully. There's a breeze, but no major gusts or anything like that. Hey, KG. It's looking towards Pape Village in that direction. At least what's left of Pape Village. These are kind of nice, solid looking houses here. Not too big, not too small. Across the street you have kind of more typical East York bungalows there. You find those all around this part of the city. Yeah, I like these ones. Of course, this area isn't as old as, you know, what you see downtown. A lot of this was built up kind of right around the end of World War II. Some areas a bit further to the south were pre-war, such as Pape Village. It's a bit older down there, but I think these are all kind of late 1940s or thereabouts. Just sort of guessing a little bit, but I don't think I'm too far off. Hey, Robert Sprite, hello. Some bigger houses here. Hey, Greg Keating. Alright, now O'Connor Drive just morphs into Broadview Avenue as it goes around the bend here. Or maybe O'Connor Drive continues on a bit over there. I'm not too sure, we'll see. But wow, look at this one. That's part of whatever this is now. What is this? The Sisters of St. Joseph of Toronto. It's a nunnery. Is that what you call them? And this old house was at one time the John F. Taylor House from 1885. It's had a few different uses over the years, but now it's part of this nunnery here. It's kind of a funny word, you know, to say. Yeah, so this is Fernwood, so I guess O'Connor Drive literally just transmutates into Broadview Avenue around that bend. It's not even like an intersection to differentiate one street from the other. It just changes names as you go around a curve. A convent? Yeah, I guess that's the other word, right? For some reason, nunnery was the first one to pop into my head. That's just more fun to say anyway. Why say convent when you can say nunnery? Alright, now Broadview is a bit more interesting. There's a mix of commercial and residential. We're having a lot of funnery at the nunnery. Or maybe you can't have too much funnery at the nunnery. They want to convert me? Good luck with that. There's a neat looking pizza joint. Okay, bus. Isn't that special? Hey, John Burke, hello. I'll take you back over to Pape Village in that direction. south down Broadview. There's Cosburn Avenue. This is sort of a major street that runs through the neighborhood. Mike, I'm not sure. I do have a couple of videos in the bank, so I might take the day off tomorrow. I guess we'll see. I think I'm sick of these sub-zero temperatures, to be honest. I'm ready to just leave them behind. If we get like a snowfall or something, maybe I'll venture out if it's significant enough. I wish I could forget Jillian to pay all those things. Well, you just wait, Jenny, you just wait. If we get a significant snowfall again, maybe I'll bust out some Christmas songs. Hey, Alan K, 199 super sticker. Thank you very kindly, Alan, for all of your support and moderation over the years. Here's Alan K. Thank you very much. It's snowing an hour north of the city, says Jojo Joe. Oh no. Joey Jojo, that is. Hey, Chuck Diamond, cold in Ohio today. Yeah, I guess it's a pretty good size weather system. It's affecting this whole area. Great Lakes region. Could always go to Fillmore's. That's a place to warm up. The big Sobeys. There's some awesome views of the skyline from the parking lot of this condo, but last time I went in there to check it out, security told me it was private property. And I was like, oops, I didn't know. Private property, no trespassing. But yeah, right from that ledge over there, you have awesome views. Maybe even better than the ones at the lookout, but apparently that parking lot is too special for the likes of me. And that was like a few years ago, at least. Although this is not private property, right? The Dairy Queen parking lot. How's the anti-US thing going? I don't know. I guess people are just doing what they think is right for them, and what products they buy and that sort of thing, or where they go on vacation. Yeah, that's a nice spot, right? You can get your treat here at Dairy Queen and then take a seat at one of these tables and just admire the view of the skyline. I might have to do that sometime in the summer, and I'll complain about how hot it is also. So it's like, why is it so hot? I need this ice cream. And you also have a view of Stridesland also. Look at that. Hey, Harjot. Chuck, I don't think there's anything to be afraid of as far as Americans visiting Canada, right? I think Canadians, you know, we are smart enough to know that an American visiting Canada is most likely supporting Canada, and there's no reason for us to have any ill will towards an individual person from the United States or people who come to visit us here, right? I think you're more than welcome. Any American is more than welcome to come to Canada. It's a completely different situation, so by all means, come to the city just as you would any other year. You'd have to be a real jerk to give a tourist visiting our country a hard time. You know, there might be an exception if you're walking around with "I love Trump" on your t-shirt or something like that. I don't know. You know, like 51st state, or, you know, whatever. Just don't go on and on about that sort of stuff and you're fine, right? And even if I did see someone walking around doing that sort of thing, I would just give them a weird look, you know. I mean, it's not like I would like run up and come at them or anything. I'm just like, okay, whatever. Hey, Divyesh Patel, hello. And this is a good time for American visitors to come here with the dollar being so low in Canada right now. Your American dollars will go a long way. So come and spend all sorts of money in Canada and support Canadian businesses, support the Canadian tourism industry. Hey, Alicia Lewis, hello. Miss Lobobob, right? Hello, Mojo 2112. Nice Rush reference there. These people who live on the other side of this building, and all these buildings really, must have absolutely spectacular views of the city. Almost envious of anyone who lives in those buildings with the city view. So it's a Doors and Rush reference all in one. Mr. Mojo Rising. Hey, Toronto's Drop Music guy. And Marge is here. Hey, Marge. And about the Americans visiting Canada thing, most of the time we wouldn't even know you're American anyway, unless you come out and tell us in some way, right? Or maybe if you're a southerner and you have a really thick southern drawl or something, but someone from Ohio or something like that, I don't even think anyone would clock you as an American, really. Alright, so here's Chester Hill Road. A Smash Toe Survivor, Carlito's Way. I leaned over. Even so, like I said before, Americans as individuals are more than welcome. I think any Canadian would be happy to have Americans come visit us. These are very weird times, man. Hey, Jelly Bean. Strange days indeed. Most peculiar, mama. Whoa. Yeah, this is a very nice stretch here, Chester Hill Road. And a bird feeder. And the lookout is right up ahead. See some people up there admiring the view. This might be the best time of year to come to Chester Hill Lookout because, as I mentioned earlier, once all the leaves come in, it starts to block some of the view. Hey, Billy T, Peter Bradfield, hello.
Oh, that's okay.
Jacques Pilot. Peter Bradfield. $1.99 to sing Hanson's Mbop. Next week on a stream, I'll try to remember that. Mbop. That's the only word I know from that song. Are there more words to that song than Mbop? Thank you very much, Peter Bradfield, for the super. Much appreciated. Karen on the Humber. Gabriella Guto. Glad you could make it. Have you ever checked this view out, Gabriella? Chester Hill Lookout. Yeah, I sheared myself a few weeks ago, Chuck. Not to bot. Yeah, I think I'll make my way into downtown. See, here's where the trees block the view when all the leaves are in. You can't really make out anything behind here. Now you can at least sort of see through the branches a little bit. Don Valley Parkway again. Young and Eglinton over there again. And Young and St. Clair. Hey, Cole Sloth. Hey Abe, how you doing? And Mojo2112 became a channel member. Thank you, Marge, for letting me know. And welcome to channel membership, Mojo2112. Thank you. Much appreciated. Welcome. One time I stood on top of one of these things to get a better view, but when I'm holding all this stuff and dealing with things in my pockets and all that, I don't know if I want to do that now. I have to climb up. I have my camera in my pocket on one side. I'm holding the gimbal in one hand. I don't know, man. Maybe I'll forego trying to climb up there. It'd be awesome if my camera just fell out of my pocket, right, as I'm climbing up there. I could take it out and put it down. Put it down there. See Sky Tower there is getting taller. That'll be the tallest building in the city eventually, the one in the center with the crane. Don't do it. It's not that far of a drop. Let's see if I can do a nice selfie here. Over here. Everything is backwards, so it throws me off a bit. Nah, wasn't that good. The one I did at the beginning of the stream is better from the bridge. That's a better one. Hey, Derek C, hello. All right, this is kind of neat too, right? If you're into astrology. Maybe I'll screenshot this later. So that was the Chester Hill Lookout. Everyone's stating their sign. Hey, James Hall. Devin Sullivan is an astrology denier. Hey, that's something I can get behind. I'm a very ardent denier of all that pseudoscientific stuff. Hey, SG, hello. Yeah, you're just saying crazy things, right, SG? You think this is a sketchy area? So sketchy. Yeah, look at all the sketch here. I think SG is a wise guy. That's okay. Wise guys are welcome or allowed in the chat. But if I sense a wise guy, I'll mention it. Neat old apartment building here, I think. Looks like it has 4 units. Hey, Leanne Kolcheski. Welcome to the stream. LAB, hello. All right, back to Broadview. Uh-oh, looks like Jimmy James grocery shop has closed down. Hey, Tavane Palmer, hello. It's this old school barbershop. Tony's. Come to Tony's. I think you can count on a great haircut. Maybe you have a barber named Tony. Hey, Fazella, hello. Speaking of Tonys and hair, watch the hair. You know, I spend a lot of time on my hair and he hits it. He hits my hair. Jenny gets it. Hey, Jan Neeson, hello. Going south down Broadview, if you're wondering where I am, if you're just joining the stream. We started in East York at the Leaside Bridge. Checked out the awesome skyline view from there. And then we just checked out another awesome skyline view from the Chester Hill Lookout. There's another awesome skyline view just a bit further down Broadview that I think a lot of you are well aware of. Stephen Edwards. Well, if I go along Danforth, I'll be going in the opposite direction of downtown. So I won't be doing Danforth on this stream. So I'm going to be heading towards downtown. Here's a Broadview subway station. Also, you can grab a streetcar here and obviously a bus, as you can see. Got all three modes of TTC here: bus, streetcar, and subway. Mr. Torquato. Discover Mexico's tacos Toronto style. Why does it say Toronto's like that with an apostrophe S? It should just say Toronto style, right? Not Toronto style. couple of streetcars here. Toronto's own style? That would make more sense. Hey, Art, hello? Chilly wind kicking up here now. Hey, look. Another view of skyscrapers going over the bridge. So here's Danforth Avenue. Hey, Cliff Burke, hello. Yeah, it feels a bit colder now, just in the last 10-15 minutes. Like the temperature dropped a couple of degrees. Holy wind chill now. Where'd this come from? Yeah, you and me both, Vivian. It was fine a little while ago. Got a cold front moving in. I'm feeling stuff falling out of the sky. Feels like it's going to snow. Yeah, things are happening. The weather is taking a turn. There's a historic site here. The house was built for Frederick Langdon Hubbard, the first black politician elected in Toronto. This house. again. The wind blew my hood up onto my head. Usually it blows your hood off of your head, right? My hood was down and the wind blew it up onto my head. So now my hood is up. Thanks, wind. That feels better. Well, now it's trying to blow it off. Oh, now it blew it off of my head. Make up your mind. Holy moly. I'm gonna put it back on my head. That felt a lot nicer when it was on. There. That's better. Maybe I should tie it up. Hockey, but there's no ice. Have a scoreboard there. 5-4. The guest is winning. Oh no. Home is losing. 8 minutes and 17 seconds left in this period. I wonder if they're cold. They're just wearing shorts, a lot of these kids here. I guess they're running around quite a bit. They'll probably be fine. Hey, Picard, hello. Or should I say, tea, Earl Grey, hot. We just had a weird weather moment there. It got really windy. Rain or snow was coming down for a few minutes. A little bit, like not much, but I was feeling it hit my head, bouncing off my skull. And now it's sort of calmed down a little bit again. Yeah, we're at Riverdale area. Riverdale Park is coming up. Am I dressed? I thought I was dressed for today's weather, but it's taking a turn. I still feel okay though. I'm not like too chilly or anything. Alright, our third skyline view of the stream. This one I've been to many other times. Yurian Wayuni, hello. Gradually getting closer and closer to downtown. Simu, hello, John Gordon. Anyone else who I might have missed? Hello to all of y'all. Stop to admire this view because I've done it many times before. We got some good views earlier at the other two lookouts. So I've been catching up on some TV shows. I watched all of Severance. And that was a really awesome show. One of the best shows I've seen in a long time. And now I'm watching The White Lotus. I'm watching season 3 now, which is the newest season. The first 2 seasons were really good. I like how that show doesn't do what you think it's going to do, right? The White Lotus. Gotten used to, I think, shows doing things a certain way or expressing certain ideas and opinions, and the White Lotus just takes that and turns it on its head. You don't know what to think of some of these characters. You can't pigeonhole them so easily, and I think that's what makes it good. Because Mike White writes them like real people, right? They have nuance. Because people in real life often have nuance, right? They're not all one way or the other. Yeah, I'm gonna watch another episode or 2 tonight. Severance is about people who are part of this company. They work for this company that allows you to separate your work life from your home life. So when you're at home, you don't remember anything about your work life, and when you're at work, you don't remember anything about your home life. But all sorts of shady stuff is going on. It's just a really cool, well-written show, kind of like sci-fi theme, you know. Hey Ronnie, hello. Because I think a lot of people have wished they could do that, right? I wish I could just turn off my brain when I'm at work so I can just do all my boring work stuff and not have it affect the enjoyment of the rest of my life, right? Something like that, but things are not all hunky-dory. If you literally don't have any recollection of your work life versus your home life, you're basically like two separate people. There's work you and there's not work you, and they can diverge over time, right? It sounds like you, Randy. It's the Don Jail, the old Don Jail. It's not a jail anymore. Hey, Midnight Express, watching from Ottawa. Ken Lan, hello. Roth. All right, I'm at Broadview and Gerrard. This is East Chinatown. Well, those people obviously wouldn't be part of the severance program, Carl. If you work from home, there'd be no point. Look at this car. I totally have a totally green light here, and he's still trying to turn without any recognition or even awareness of my existence. Hey, Michael Wynn, hello. Hello. Do I rather live in a new house or a condo? I think I'm more of a apartment or condo type person. There's that record store I always notice. Pop music, pop music. Wasn't that a song? Pop music. Jake Eves, hello. I'll have to check that out sometime. Sometimes I think I'd like to go into record stores while I'm streaming, but unfortunately almost anytime you go into a record store there'll be music playing, right? So I'd have to mute it. The group M. Okay, I knew it was a song. Well, I'll stay in my current apartment, I guess, as long as it makes sense to stay there. You saw root beer? I didn't notice. Where? How did I miss that? It's Toronto signs. Straight to the point. We make signs. We're in Toronto. We are Toronto signs. It's kind of an intriguing street. We're still on Broadview, heading south. Did I work in a library? No, but I worked in a bookstore. A couple bookstores, actually. I tried to get a job in my hometown library a couple of times, but I wasn't able to. Hey Jenny, $10 for whatever funds need funding. And the nice views. Thank you so much, Jenny. There's always some fund or other that needs funding. Got the root beer fund, as you all know. The burrito fund. Got the vector fund. So I'll apply to maybe one or two of those. Cheers, Jenny Kurtzkamp. Thank you so much. Am I heading down to Jilly's? If it was still open, maybe. Look at this little bench. It's kind of just built into the front of this property here. That's kind of nice, right? It's like, hey, take a load off. We don't mind if you sit in front of our residence here. And that Dundas. Over an hour and a half into the stream, over 300 people. If you're new and you've been enjoying the walk, you can hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and then you'll be notified when I do another stream in the next few days, because I do these every 3 or 4 days usually. So by all means, hit all the buttons, do all the things. And come and say hi in the chat too if you haven't done that. If you want. Alright, I think I'll keep on going south down Broadview. Hey, welcome back Eileen Dover, and hello Bill Chow. No, I'm not done yet. I was just doing my little spiel, you know. I do it maybe once or twice per stream. Hit all the buttons, do all the things. Subscribe, like and share, tell all your friends and your enemies. Hey Sally, hello. Quesadilla? The horns, yeah, the streetcars blow their horns quite a bit because people are always doing stupid stuff that they shouldn't be doing, like driving past when the streetcar has stopped to let people board or deboard. Hey, fun psychology. We were having fun earlier at the nunnery. We're having funnery at the nunnery. Hey, Luis Carlos, hello. Oh, look. I guess these are up for grabs for anyone with a little one. I guess they have no need for these anymore. I think some people would really appreciate to be able to take these, you know. Hopefully they get snatched up by someone who could use them. A very nice row of old bay and gable houses there. Hey Dan, hello. I've swam in Lake Ontario, yeah. Not in a long time though. But I have. From the Toronto Islands, actually, that's where I did it. The beaches on the Toronto Islands are really nice. Actually, it was from the nude beach at Hanlon's Point. Hey, Art the Clown, welcome back. It's been a while. Bruce Inch.
You know what was hurting? What? My knee, because I got her brace. Oh.
Hey, Lisa. All right, we're coming upon Queen Street, so this is where I'm gonna start heading into downtown now. Take a right turn up ahead. Is that right, Lisa? Here's a look east along Queen, looking towards Leslieville. We're in the Riverside neighborhood right now. It's part of Riverdale, but hey, 45 RPM, hello? I just got a bunch of 45 RPM records gifted to me recently by Vivian Johnson. Some old Elvis 45s. I do have a little collection of old records. Beatles, of course. Other 60s groups, and now I got some Elvis. They're all in good shape too. Give them someone who can make use of them. What about me? I can make use of them. I have a record player. When I was a young dumb kid, I used to take old 45s from my mom's old collection. There was a box in the basement full of old 45s. And I would go down there and grab a bunch of them and go out with my friends, and then we'd fling them way up in the air as high as we could just to watch them smash when they hit the ground. Now I look back and think, what an idiot I was. I was probably smashing some nice old classic 45s. Little boys just like to break stuff, right? I was just one of those little boys who just like to break things. Because when you flung them up, they would go really high. So it was cool just to watch them come back down and hit the pavement and just shatter. Hey, Wayne McKay, hello. I don't think my mom ever knew I did that. Eventually I just ended up taking that whole box for myself once I got a little older and realized, you know, that these were worth keeping, and then I took the box and now I still have them. Yeah, it's not like they were rare or anything. You can find those at any old garage sale or secondhand record store. I think I did know not to take the Beatles ones, because even back then I was aware, you know, the Beatles, and I was already a bit of a Beatles fan even when I was little. So I didn't take any of those ones. It was just groups that I didn't recognize the name or I didn't know who they were. If it just sounded lame to me, I'll be like, I don't know who this person is. It can't be that good. So I would just grab those ones. Yeah, this is the Queen Street Viaduct. We're coming into downtown. .501 Queen. Here's where King Street begins, going down there. See Sky Tower. It's going to be lots of awesome perspectives of the Sky Tower once it gets taller. Procol Harum, yeah, for all I know, that might have been one of them, you know. When I was that age, I didn't know who they were. I just knew like the Beach Boys and the Beatles and the Rolling Stones and most of the bigger bands, the Who, you know. The ones who were a bit more under the radar, I didn't know about those ones. We're talking when I was like 9 or 10 years old, right? No, I knew who. I don't think I would have smashed any Monkees records. Or like Sonny and Cher. Any of the more recognizable names I wouldn't have taken. Alright, let's go to King Street. Queen Street continues along there. Hey, Lenny Aberdeen, hello. Maybe one day Art the Clown. Probably not this year though. Would I survive though? Would I survive a live stream there? Yeah, I like that bridge a lot too, Megan. See a nice trail going under the bridge here. It's feeling colder now, Luis. It was a bit better at the beginning of the stream, I thought. It's cooling off. We're at River Street. Yeah, I'm using the gimbal, yep. As per usual. Spy a fire escape. Hey, would like to sleep? Hello? Hopefully it doesn't seem too jumpy. It looks okay on my screen here. Alright, we're on King Street. We're in Corktown. This is the east side of downtown. Did I ever buy a record at Sam the Record Man? I don't think I ever did. You know, not the Toronto flagship store. I don't think I ever actually bought a record there. I think I went in and browsed around a few times when it was still there, but can't remember buying anything. Hey, crikey. Does the gimbal seem jumpy? Huh. I don't know. I think it's operating normally. Sometimes when the battery is low, it seems a bit looser, more loosey-goosey, but I'm not getting any low battery light yet anyway. Did I walk past the toilet? I didn't notice. Here's Bright Street. I've walked along here before a few times. That neat little curvy street with the leaning old row houses. I've always liked this building. I call it the Orphan Black building because it played the police station on that sci-fi show Orphan Black. Hey, John Ronald. Corktown. I saw a news report just a few days ago that referred to this area as Moss Park, and I was like, this isn't Moss Park. King and Sackville is not Moss Park, it's Corktown. Doing a grocery run? I don't think so. I did a grocery run yesterday. Yeah, I think so, John. Both Corktown and Cabbagetown were settled by Irish immigrants. What the hell? Someone need driving lessons? Look at this old building. I thought it was a pretty bizarre way to take a turn. We're at Parliament. Lots of heavy-footed drivers around here. All right, coming into Old Town now. From Corktown to Old Town. Hey, Murphy D. Guess that building is topped out. Just past 2 hours. We started in East York at Thorncliffe Park. I still haven't had dinner now. I'll do that after the stream. Kind of like the funky pattern on this building here. Here's the Globe and Mail head office, the national newspaper of Canada. That's weird, 45 RPM. I had some issues recently with buffering during my premieres. It happened twice. Once it was really annoying. The second time it wasn't quite as bad, but it shouldn't do that at all during a premiere. Luckily, or gladly, the last couple of times it hasn't happened, so hopefully that's that. Hey, Zynga Man? Nope. We better not be getting any snow. Hey, later, Randy. Hey, Mother Nature, you better not be sending any snow our way if you know what's good for you. Princess Street. Kind of quiet here in Old Town right now.
And the seals they swim with you as a baby.
Crossing Sherborne. I like this building. First, we take Manhattan. Then we take Berlin. Did they used to have the robot pizza place here? Is that gone now? Looks like this whole pizza place is closed down. That's too bad.
Well,
Is that right, Lisa? I always thought I'd eventually get around to trying the robot pizza, but I never actually did. And now it's gone. I think there's other ones around town though, right? I think there's one in Yorkville also. I'm not sure if it's still there or not. Rano. I'm not sure if that was a furniture store. It probably was though. There's so many furniture stores on this part of King Street. You might as well call this the furniture district. Do I see sun trying to peek through over there? Yeah, I'm seeing breaks in the clouds. I mean, it's practically sunset now, but I do see the clouds are breaking. Ooh, woo. George Street. Louise Moran, hello. Molita, Algernon Templeton, welcome. And Mo was here. Hello, Mo. Welcome to the stream. More Muzak I'll talk over, as I do when I walk past Muzak. Yada yada yada. I like it. I mean, not everyone might like vector, but I like it. Yesterday. Is it buffering a bit? For some reason, once I get close to the St. Lawrence Market area, things start to buffer. So I won't go south down to Front Street. Oh, look, good timing. Dong, 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 dong. Kind of a nice view when you look at St. James Park now. How much longer until the leaves come out? What do you think? Another 2 weeks? We'll start to see some green, maybe? Hey, Mr. Adam's apple. Uneven sidewalk there. Church. So 2 hours and 17 minutes ago we were looking at the skyline from far away, and now we're kind of in it. We're in all the tall buildings now that we're looking at so far away. Yeah, the wind is kicking up again here. Yeah, that's right. There will be a wind tunnel if we walk through here. Not really a fan of that.
on inside.
Let's cross the street. Yeah, pretty sleepy around here right now. Like even for a Monday evening, you know? I think that's enough of King Street. If we go any further, we'll head into the financial district. Did I do anything for fun? Well, I recorded a video before the stream. I don't know if that counts as fun or not, though. I slept in. That was pretty fun. I mean, I do that most days, though. Sounds like work. Sometimes recording a video is fun, you know. Doesn't always feel like work when I do it. Maybe I will do something fun after the stream. We're going north up Victoria Street. Yeah, I feel very fortunate, Dan. But it's definitely doable, you know. 5 years ago, I had no idea if I'd be able to do this as a job. I guess it's closer to 7 years now since I started doing the channel, but or the walking part of it anyway. But persistence pays off. Adelaide. Check out the canyon, the Adelaide Canyon. Yeah, thanks, Dan. It'll be 7 years in July, I think. Mid-July will be 7 years since I did my first walking video on this channel. I have a few older walking videos on my original channel, but they're much shorter and they're done in portrait mode with my phone, not landscape. So they don't really count. Holy, the wind is trying to make this less fun. Hey, thanks Vivian, much appreciated. Christina, it's feeling cold now. It wasn't at first a couple hours ago, but it is now. Yeah, 2018. You can find that first video on my channel. It's quite a blast from the past. Almost feels like winter now. I think with the wind chill it's probably below freezing. I don't think it is in terms of temperature though. Hey Jellybean, thank you so much for the $5 super sticker. Maybe I'll start a new fund for something warm, some hot chocolate or something. Thank you so much Jellybean. Cheers, thank you Jellybean. The 7-year itch? I hope not. Yeah, Carl Roth, I remember it pretty well. It was just like an afternoon in the summer. I was on the corner of Bay and Queen, and I just decided to walk south down Bay Street and record my walk holding my phone in my hands. And that's what I did. Recorded for about 19 minutes. And then my phone ran out of space. So that was it. That was the end of the video. It just sort of suddenly ends. And then I just went home and thought, I'm going to upload this to YouTube, and then I did. Hey, Robert Savage, hello. I'm trying to stay warm. Hey, Kramer 911. Yeah, I thought about it, Louise. I have done some pre-recorded videos in Mississauga. I haven't done a live yet, though. Unless you count the time I was just at the border of Mississauga just a little while ago. But that doesn't really count. But I did a video walking around Mississauga City Center and inside the Square One Mall. So those are on the channel. It is chilly now, holy moly. For a couple days of winter-like temperatures. Boo! Hopefully by Thursday it'll be warmer again. That's when I usually do live streams, Mondays and Thursdays. Not always, but it seems to be the pattern of late. If it's too crappy on Thursday, maybe I'll do it on Friday instead. Who knows, right? It's my channel. I can stream whenever I want. There's the senator. It's closed right now.
Thank you so much for coming back, for staying for our second act. We told you that.
Got some live music in there. Currently 2 degrees, yeah, it feels like it. Feels like -2 with the wind. It does seem quiet in the city tonight. Just that Monday blah effect maybe with the weather, you know, not being all that great to get people to want to come out and walk around downtown. Toronto's weird though. On nights when you expect it to be quiet, it can be super busy. And other times when you think it might be busy, it can be kind of quiet. You never know what you're going to get. Like a Sunday can be jam-packed downtown sometimes, right? If the weather's nice. And then a Friday can be quieter than the Sunday sometimes. Hey, Rebecca, you've come out of lurking. Yeah, even Young and Dundas is kind of quiet. Of course, you always have sirens though. Yeah, how did we get here? We were in East York on the Leaside Bridge. Is Jane DeJaren lurking? The traditional pan around here.
Yeah.
Let me thaw out my hands here. My hands are like starting to seize up. Too cold, yo. Inside the Eaton Center, soaking up some warmth. What are we at? Over 2.5 hours? Maybe I'll wrap it up right here inside the warm environs of the Eaton Center. Let my hands thaw out a bit. I'm banned for life. I know, I'm just a rebel though, right? To hell with their ban. I do what I want. But yeah, thanks everyone. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. We started in East York, far away, looking at all the downtown skyscrapers from the Leaside Bridge. And now we're here. We walked all the way to downtown from there. That's crazy. So I hope you all enjoyed the walk. I had a lot of fun. Except when it started to get cold near the end there, but I survived. So hope to see you all in the next stream in 3 or 4 days. Keep an eye out for that. Hit the notification bell. Hit the like and the share and the subscribe and all the other buttons and all that stuff. You know the drill. And tomorrow evening I'll be premiering a video. I hope you can catch that too. Around 7:15 p.m. That's a pre-recorded video, but there's a live chat during the premiere, so hope to see you for that. Yeah, and thank you to everyone who just dropped in and chatted tonight, and thanks to the mods.
Where's your eyes? You got anything? Where's your house? Yeah.
They're behind here, yeah. I'm not sure what that was all about, but yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks to the mods, thanks to everyone who sent support. It is very much appreciated. It means a lot that you support the channel. So big thanks all around. I'll see you in the next one. I will continue. I don't know what that was. Not sure what that was all about.
It's going to be in the video.
Hey, it's dark. Why is it dark? Here I am. All right, see you in the next one, people. Thanks a lot. There's weird lighting in here. All right. I'm going to thaw out for a bit. Have a good night, everyone.